Alright, here we go. We're getting started. Hello! Welcome, everyone! Welcome to Treasure of the Lost Legion, our Dungeons & Dragons stream, and we are just getting started. Sorry about the late delay. We originally were hoping to start at 5 and then have Whisper join us a little late, but unfortunately, Frank, or Olag, we're guessing that he forgot to set his alarm.
Someone cast sleep on him.
Yeah, they cast sleep on him. So, when you're unable to reach one of the players, I mean, yeah, he'll probably wake up at some point in time, and then we'll drag him into it and be like, Olag awakens from a long slumber as you sleep. The ride they're on put him to sleep.
He passes out from sheer excitement.
Murdering the clone.
Yeah.
Murdering the clone.
Murder the clone.
No, don't murder the clone.
I mean, don't murder the clone.
Don't kill the clone. The clone is your friend. Friend clone.
So they
wait,
say.
when he wakes up, can we tell him he's now a clone?
Sure. I don't know if it's a great idea to start encouraging him to do stuff to himself, but
We're all clones.
I'm my own clone. All right. Okay, so when we last left off, everybody escaped from the observatory and found basically animated husks of, well, insect creatures that were filled with vine monsters that were using their exoskeletons as very kind of like puppeteering, and it was very creepy. And our team managed to elude them and go deep underground and find what appears to be some kind of what best described as a minecart situation, except on the ceiling.
Yep.
Yep.
And of course, we hopped in, pulled the levers, and took off.
Oh, of course.
Because why not?
Oh yeah, I have to. It's my nature.
Yeah.
Were there seatbelts?
I don't
No.
think there were. I think I don't even know if I was sitting. I know you said you were. You were saying you were sitting on the bench.
I made sure to sit down before I pulled the lever because I didn't want to fly off.
Yeah.
I think I would yell, "Hold on!" at the very least.
Hold on!
Yeah.
Well, you
Grab
actually
the
had to be standing at it because you would have to reach it.
Ah. He
So,
can't be sitting on a booster seat?
I mean, he could.
Hey, do you want to pull this lever for me?
Yeah, just point to which one. Not backseat driving or anything.
So, alright. Let's see here.
Full speed ahead.
You have your minecart kind of thing, or I guess what would it be if it's hanging from a ceiling and being drug along? It'd be opposite.
We have a free-form roller, or what the hell's it called? The roller coasters when they're
Inverted?
Inverted, yes.
Inverted
We have an
roller coaster.
inverted roller coaster.
So you're on your inverted roller coaster ride, and it is zooming ahead into the darkness. There's only a bit of light ahead of you. As you're kind of going along, it kind of winds and twists and goes kind of up and down.
Ooh, pull out your seed.
Why?
It had light on it.
Oh.
I was like, what?
But we also have, it had, like he said, it had little, headlights almost.
Yes, it's
Not
got
very big headlights, but...
No, it's got daylight beams coming off of it, kind of thing. So it's got 60 feet ahead of you, which isn't very helpful, but is helpful enough.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we're going, do we see offshoots, or is it just a one path?
Right now, it just seems like one path ahead of you. It's
Okay.
going for a while. A couple of minutes go by of you kind of winding through tunnels, and you see off in the distance what looks like to be a light off to the one side.
I'll try to slow it down.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say slow it down.
Alright, so you'll kind of chug down, kind of slow to a much smaller crawl, as you're approaching what appears to be a small, kind of another platform area to the one side, but it is much smaller than the one you just had, and it's off to your side, basically.
I'll look at you. Shall I stop?
Is there anything on it, or...
It appears to have what looks to be a bench sitting there, and a couple of doors. One door that seems to be on like a side wall, since this is sort of like almost cut out of the tunnel itself, and one that seems to be on the like there's one that would be you walk straight from the vehicle to get to it. Another that you turn to get to one of them. You know, it would be on that like inner wall of the what's a great way? The inside of the square. Let me, if you're in the pirates section, I will draw this little thing. Well, it's like, if when you're facing towards it, there's a door forward and a door to the left. There you go. I found a great way to describe it.
A door forward and a door to the left.
The door to the left is in this like 10-foot span because it's only 10 feet deep here. It's actually not nearly as deep as the other one.
It's just like a little cutout.
Yeah.
And then the tunnel looks like it keeps going.
The tunnel does keep going.
I mean, we could stop and look real quick.
Yeah, because, I mean, we don't know where this leads, and we know we want to get to a certain area, so we might not want to overshoot where we're going.
Okay, well, I vote we go. We look through each of the doors, and then decide whether or not we want to hang and go through the doors, or hop back on and go.
Okay.
All right, so...
I'll stop.
Yeah, I would say, why don't you stay with the controls to make sure it doesn't, like, start trying to take off or something, and I'll go flick open the doors real quick and just, like, look and listen.
Okay.
Okay. I'll have
and
my
maybe Olag can go to the other one?
in case.
Okay. Which one do you want to send Olag to?
I want to send him to the straight ahead one, and I'll go to the one that's to the left.
Okay. The one to the left appears to be locked. So it is the one straight ahead.
Chic. No. Alright, we'll try the one that's unlocked first.
No, they both seem to be locked.
Oh, they're both locked.
Yes.
Okay. Then, I will put my cat ear up to it and listen.
Okay.
Perception.
Yep.
I can find my sheet.
That's always good.
Helps.
Yes.
Perception. I don't hear anything, guys.
You don't hear anything.
Alright.
Yep.
I will go to this other door and see if I can hear something.
Okay.
Definitely don't hear anything.
Okay.
Huh?
You're like, oh look. I don't hear anything.
That is because the clone has corrupted you.
Take your
Are you
earplugs out.
corrupted?
I guess I can have him roll for you to do some stuff. Let's see what his perception is.
It's like, if we can't hear what's on the other side door, we're leaving. Oh, Jesus. Loaded dice much.
he kind of listens at the door. I don't hear anything. It sounds like door.
All right. Then I will try to pick the lock.
Okay. Alright, so this is the one in the back wall, since it's the second one you're listening to. You managed to pick it open.
Awesome.
Alright. It opens up to what appears to be a staircase leading down.
Alright. This is the one going straight?
Yes.
We're trying to go up, technically.
You're not actually sure at this point in time.
Because it probably has gone up and down and...
Because you technically went down a little bit to begin with, which means you might have been on the same level as it was once you first got on this ride.
Yeah.
So now it's hard to say if that's where this is going.
Okay. I'm gonna just pull the door back closed.
Okay.
And go and pick the other lock.
Okay.
See what's behind it real quick. If I can.
Okay.
Not quite as good.
This one, it still seems to open. It doesn't have a very complex lock.
Okay. And then, so get it open, you said? Or
Yes, you do get it open. There's a couple of brooms, and there's a barrel there, and there's some pieces of cloth, and there appears to be a couple of tools, a couple boards, some nails.
Nails? Swipe.
Okay.
I'll take the nails.
Okay.
for Kellen. What's in the barrel?
It seems empty. It looks like it was partially opened. It was opened at one point in time, and whatever was in it may be either rotted away or it evaporated if it's some kind of liquid, but it seems empty now.
Okay.
Okay, at this point, Kellen's going to open the little door on the mechanism and take the power jam out.
Okay.
And I'm going to go see what they're doing.
Okay.
I'm getting bored.
Yep.
Okay. When he comes around, I'm gonna give him all but one. I'm gonna keep one nail for myself and give him the rest of the handful.
Okay, you got like 19 nails. It was like a small container of them.
Okay.
I found things for you. Otherwise, this is just a closet, and those are stairs that go down.
What tools
I don't know which way we want to go, though.
There was tools, though. What tools do I see?
It was like a hammer, probably a crowbar.
Ooh, a crowbar might be useful.
Actually, you can have it. I have one.
Okay, swipe.
A couple other like simple tools.
Probably not. Probably stuff I already have, though.
Probably stuff you already have. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll if you want any of it, you can take them.
Maybe the crowbar, because I don't have one, so that might be useful. I don't think I have one.
What about a hammer?
I don't have a hammer either, but I only have one nail, so...
You might need to use it. You don't know.
Okay, I'll take the hammer, too. Fine. She'll take the hammer and the nail. Or the one nail, the hammer, and the crowbar.
I'm going to also examine the cloth.
It seems old and stained. And kind of deteriorating.
I'll leave it.
Okay, so then the other door has stairs that go down.
Nothing else was in that room?
No, nothing else that you could really find.
Okay. Well, we could check the stairs. It may lead to where we need to go. If not, we could always come back up. I took the gem out of the cart. The cart's not going to go anywhere.
You hope. Okay.
Okay, so heading for the stairs?
Yeah.
All right. The stairs will go down about 40 feet and then move itself into a short tunnel. The tunnel will go forward for a little bit and it will go to yet another door.
Are you checking for traps, Kellen?
Yes, I'll look around for traps.
That's your thing. That's your shtick.
Do I see any traps?
You do not.
I will listen at the door.
Okay. You don't hear anything in particular.
Okay, is it locked or unlocked?
This seems unlocked.
I will open the door quietly.
By the way, before we go in there, I'm gonna whisper to Kellen, I unlocked the other doors like a pro.
You're never gonna let him live that down, are you?
No,
you're
I'm
not. You're like, I unlock doors better than you.
I rogue better than the rogue. Can't find a trap or, perceptive to save my life, but I can definitely unlock doors like a boss.
Like a boss.
Well, I tried to stealthily open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and it seems to be a kind of large room filled with machinery. You can see to the left and right, there are sort of like metal barred doors. Or like sets of metal bars that have like a little lock on the one side, some more like
cell?
like cell doors, yes, leading off to what looks to be like tunnels.
Machinery.
Yes, it seems to involve large amount. It seems to involve like big spools covered in chains.
I was gonna say, does this look familiar, this room, or?
To Kellen, probably a little bit. It will remind him of the machinery he saw on the mountain.
I was gonna ask that, yeah. So
yes, it seems similar to how it might work.
I'm gonna sketch some of it out in my book.
All right. It doesn't seem overtly complex to most degrees, and you're guessing just by since you have experienced the inside of the mountain and playing around with this might have something to do with the chain track that you've been traveling on outside.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go over to the barred doors. Are they just like Like do they slide up? Do those look like it slides into the ceiling or down in the floor, or
It looks like
are they actually like opening regular
it
kind
looks
of
like
doors?
like on a jail cell, how you might swing open, kind of thing.
Are they locked?
Yes.
I will try. How many doors are there?
One on either side. Like if you turn to the left, there was one. To the right, there was one.
Odds left, evens right.
It's always a good way to do it.
Evens right it is. I will try to pick its lock.
I will try the one on the left.
All right.
Ha-ha!
Ha-ha!
Okay. Okay, Kellen, you will manage to get yours open.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What's it lead into? Just like a cell, or?
It leads into a very long tunnel that goes off into the distance beyond your view. You can see what appears to be, maybe some kind of, what would be the best way to describe it? Like grooves that have been sealed off in parts of the tunnel, as if something's maybe traveling through it. Like paralleling it almost.
Right. I'll look back. I got mine open. What about you?
And I'm gonna hold up a dagger and be like, well, it maybe not the best thing for picking locks, but I try. Because I still don't actually have, like, thieves' tools or anything.
Mine goes into a long tunnel.
Mine goes into
A long tunnel.
Lock?
It also
Oh, it
goes through a
does.
long tunnel. You can see beyond them. They're only bars.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were like barred doors.
No, they're like just like
got it.
like more like jail cell doors.
Like actual jail cell doors.
Yeah.
Got it.
Except
Okay,
like,
I'll
they
walk
stick,
over and
except,
see if I can.
They don't slide; they swing open. Just like barred doors.
For some reason, I was thinking like wooden doors with like heavy, like almost like iron bars across it.
Nah.
I'll see if I can pick her lock.
Okay.
No.
It seems difficult.
Can I try again?
I guess if you really wanted to.
Move over, Kellen. Nope. Getting progressively worse.
Did she break it?
No, probably not. Maybe.
I will try it again.
It's hard to tell. All right. Eventually, between the two of you, like playing around with it, you'll manage to get it open, but it seems damaged a little bit.
It's like a jar of pickles.
It's done.
You have to kind of pull it. It requires a little bit of oomph to get it opened, like a little strength, because it seems like it was not quite perfectly picked, and had to pull it open and force it a little bit. Probably not in the best condition anymore.
That jammed a bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
If you failed that again, I was probably gonna pull out the crowbar anyways and just pop it.
Which way?
Can we do like a? I have some the maps that we've been as we've been going, but they're not probably gonna help us too much.
We don't know where we are is the problem.
I know, but I'm wondering if there's any way we could kind of reverse engineer the map to go, okay, well, we know we took a couple lefts here. Yeah, I was wondering if there's anything to do to
if
compare
you want
those.
to try to kind of figure out how far you've gone and such like that.
I'll assist you.
Okay.
So let's see if I can actually assist. I definitely assist.
Why are you assisting me with a +2? I only have 1.
Oh,
So it's technically a 10 because I get a +2, right?
No,
or
you get advantage if you.
I get advantage.
Oh, yeah, so you get to roll a second time.
Well.
God damn it. I thought you might have a higher wisdom than me.
Nope.
All right, so you're somewhere. We're somewhere. You traveled a long distance. You're pretty sure. You're not how. You're not 100% sure how long, but you know it was a long distance that you traveled.
Can I try solo?
Olaf, what do you think? Because maybe you've been paying more attention. We've been focused on
the
other
answer's
things.
No.
Olog fell asleep.
There's some nice rustic architecture over here.
You're a clone.
Fine, but rustic architecture.
Yeah, what about your, like, stone knowledge doodad person?
You can tell how well the place is made.
It's made very well.
Thanks, Olog.
We're all going to die.
Yes, we know.
Do these seem to parallel the cart's route?
Yes.
Then we could just get back on the cart.
But the problem is if there's an offshoot on one of these and not on the cart. Also, we don't know where the cart ends or how much ground will be there when it ends.
It seems to have a reverse, I think.
Okay. I'm all for going on the cart. I just, I don't want to die on a cart ride.
I mean, if need be, we can always come. If need be, we can always come back.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna pull the door shut and like half pretend to lock it so it's not like fully locked, but looks like it is.
Mm-hmm.
And were there any mechanisms in this room to like touch or play with? Or is it just like
the machinery, you could play with it, probably. There are things on it that you could mess around with. Probably some kind of, like, manual controls or stuff to open up panels and stuff like that to play around with it. Because it is giant, like, it's like a very primitive spool system. You know, it's like old...
I'm going to say let's not try to break the cart yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, not yet.
As much as I like to tinker...
You're judging from things. It's probably like it would be a manual crank except for magic power.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't have that kind of strength.
No.
Got it. All right, then let's go back to the cart. Clap a hand on Olog's shoulder and steer him back. We're going back to the cart.
We're all going to die.
Yes, we know. Shut up and get in the cart. We're working on it.
I'll reinstall the gem.
Okay.
I'm not going to put it to full speed.
Okay.
I'm going to do 3/4.
Okay.
3/4 speed.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You're chugging along, definitely at a faster pace than you folks would normally move at. The cart itself just kind of keeps moving forward once again into the darkness. You will go for another minute or two, and you will see once again a kind of opening area up ahead that you're going to be coming into. It appears to be something very similar to the place you were at when you first started. So, openings on both sides. What appears to be like, as you're kind of pulling up, you can see what appears to be staircases, a staircase at least on the one side leading up. And what appears to be another door opposite that staircase. So if you're staring at the opening area, staircase to the left, door to the right, kind of thing.
I hope we didn't just go in a giant circle.
I was say, does it look familiar?
No, there does appear to be some like markings on the wall that you can't really understand, like just like glancing at it. But
I'm gonna go study the markings.
Wait. Fresh markings.
No.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go study the markings.
Sure. Give me, how about an insight check? All right. It appears to be a sort of long set... It appears to be like a number of words marked off with little symbols next to them that you've seen this sort of language before, and the symbols look a little different than the language you've seen a little bit of before, but it's sort of like looking at like Chinese and Arabic, they look very different kind of thing.
Yes.
So that's what it's like. So you can sort of
copy them down.
Well, there was still more to it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hold up, Joe.
Each of these symbols seem to pertain to this set of lines and symbols that seem to be kind of on the wall next to it that seem a little damaged, but it seems almost if there's like a long line and a couple of symbols along it, and there does seem to be some kind of like maybe offshoots. And then there's some other kind of word marked down about 3/4 down this like main line, and then another symbol at what appears to be an end point there. And there's also
like a map then?
Maybe.
Possibly.
For the heck of it, I'm Whisper, do you want to look at this too? And I'm gonna take some time. I'm gonna take my 10 minutes and do a detect magic ritual.
Okay.
Just to see if there might be any magic to the symbols.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll also pull out one of my journals and jot it down.
Okay.
Like take the time to copy it exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll give you something. You can like. Are you doing anything else around here, Whisper, or are you just jotting that down?
I mean, if I still have time, I don't know how
You'll
long
probably
it'll
still have
take
time. It'll take maybe like 5 minutes to jot it down completely.
Yeah, then I'll
and
kind
he's taking
of
10
look
minutes.
around and
Okay.
see if there's like
Once you
anything
give me
else.
perception, and I will tell you, Kellen, you will not find any kind of magic on here.
Okay.
Okay.
Rolling garbage.
Yep.
I like to think I'm holding it out too as I like have it in my hands. I'm like looking around the room to see if there's anything,
Yeah.
like flicking it around going, nope.
Yep. But you're like just looking at that instead. You're like,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm also gonna remove the gem again.
okay,
Can't be too careful.
that's fine.
The dice gods seem to be with me tonight, but not Whisper.
It seems that way. So, all right. So what are you folks doing? It doesn't seem to be magical, and you don't really see a lot around here, Whisper.
I'm gonna check for traps at the door.
Okay.
Ola, can you read any of that?
It says, bear owls are here,
Yes or no? It was a yes or no question.
and we are all going to die.
So that's a no. Got it.
Also, it instructs me I must deal with the clone.
But you are a clone now.
I think
Yeah.
I'm a clone now.
We're all clones. Mwahaha.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I see any traps?
You see a door.
Is the door unlocked?
It actually seems to be slightly ajar.
I will peek through the crack of the door then.
Okay.
Are there any pickles?
What?
Say it's a jar.
Oh God. Do I see any pickles?
No, you don't see any pickles.
See anything?
You do see some stuff in there. The room appears to be similar to the one you entered into last time you were in one of these places, except it is a mess. There is seemingly like a large chunk of like deteriorating webbing in the back of this one area, and what appears to be almost half falling out, like the remains of some kind of creature, almost skeletal now, as if it like was once cocooned up and now the cocoon has long since deteriorated away.
Does it look humanoid?
Does look humanoid. It looks kind of odd. You haven't really seen bones like that before, but it does look humanoid.
Are there any chork bones?
No.
Okay. There's a dead guy in there. Long dead.
Okay. Why don't we not go in there then? Okay, when we came into this room, does the tunnel continue on again, or would we...
The tunnel does
the only way
continue
to-
from here. So the
I
tunnel
mean-
does go farther.
Well, there's also the stairs going up.
Yeah, there is. But I'm just checking all our options. That door seems like a bad option.
Well, he's long dead at least. It's not like he's freshly dead.
Alright, then I'll go and like... You want me to go look kind of up the stairs and see if there's anything up there worth doing?
Sure. Stay within shouting range.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So I'll go up the stairs real quick. At the top stairs, is there a door?
There's a door.
I figured. I'm gonna just percept at the door and see if I hear anything on the other side of it.
Okay.
Let's see.
You don't hear anything.
It's not atrocious this time.
Uh-huh.
Is it locked?
Doesn't seem that way.
Alright, I'm very quietly going to open the door then.
Alright. As you open the door, you get some light coming from somewhere high up above you. You get this sense of, like, almost like air brushing into you. Kind of like when you were at the top of the observatory. Except when you kind of, like, look outside, you seem to be in some kind of courtyard area with an almost insanely large shaft going up above you. You're not sure how many hundreds of feet it goes up. You can see all kinds of, like, structures built into the wall here and there of it, with kind of what appears to be, like, occasional, like, walkways going across of it here and there, with kind of almost the center pillar with a light kind of shining down from it. And a kind of breeze coming down from up there.
Okay.
There's a kind of...
This doesn't look familiar at all.
No. There's a couple of, like, broken statues here in the middle of this kind of area. It appears that, like, this is actually coming off of a wall, rather than, like, a small building like it was in the other areas, into this area here. There's also a couple of what appears to be, like, small one-story buildings around here. And you don't necessarily see a way up from here into these buildings and such.
And I don't see any creatures.
You don't see any creatures.
Alright. I'll pull the door shut and then go back down and, like, relay what I saw, that there's the buildings, the light, the shaft, and all that. But I don't see any way to go up. So, I think we have two options. Either go out and explore that way a little bit, or continue on the shaft. On the minecart.
Yes. Or look up the log shaft somehow.
Yeah, I didn't see a way up though. So, and the problem is, if this might be just another way into that area where we were before somehow.
True.
Which means those things would be around.
Doesn't look like where we need to go. I take it then.
I'm guessing I didn't really get a strong sense that this seemed like, oh, there was fresh air. That was about, like, the best thing of it.
It was some very nice fresh air.
And there was some light. I mean, I would definitely recommend sticking your head out the door for a few minutes just to, like, you know, get some sanity points back.
You have been underground for quite a while.
Well, I'm also, like, used to being out in the,
I guess we can take a quick look around. If there's danger, to run back here.
Okie dokie. How about... okay, why don't we go up the stairs? I'll go first. Put you in the middle and leave Oleg kind of in the back, and we'll kind of spread out a little bit so that we're, like, kind of tiered. That way they can't get between, hopefully, us and the door back. Maybe?
Okay.
So, yeah, and you also minimized Skype, so we're all frozen.
Oh, dang it.
But
I keep trying to, like, change windows when I've gone to that temporarily, it's like, I'm minimizing it.
Oh no, Stone has made the cast on us.
I uncast it. Wait, uncast it?
You uncast it?
You dispel it?
I dispelled the stone to flesh on that I had on you briefly.
You flesh the stone?
Whatever.
Yeah, that thing.
Close enough.
Words.
Stone to flesh, stone to flesh. That would be weird to cast on someone who's already flesh.
Hey.
Don't let folks know.
Hey, you turned my gold stones to flesh stones.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Well, does that give you cancer?
I don't know.
Because now you have flesh inside you there?
Okay, so does that sound like a good idea? That I'd go first, you'll be in the middle, Olag stays at the back, kind of defending the door.
That's
to keep.
fine.
Okay.
I'll look between your legs.
Awesome.
I think we've established you've already checked. I mean. All right.
Alrighty. So let's go.
Okay. You head out into this large courtyard area. There is, of course, the broken statue in front of you. It seems kind of crumbled down. You can see what remains of maybe like some kind of bottom half of what have maybe been a person. And then its remains have sort of been broken apart into a lot of different pieces, as if it's been shattered.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
It's just open completely, right?
As I said, there's
Any buildings?
there's like 3 buildings that are to either side of you once you sort of came up. You're coming up
Do these look like similar to the buildings we've seen before?
a little bit, except they're only 1 story, and they don't seem very big. Like almost 1 room, it looks kind of sized, except 1 big room.
Okay.
There's also all kinds of strange, now that you're kind of out here looking around, there's kind of strange staining across the floor around here, in places here and there.
Okay.
Does it look like blood?
No.
I will kind of like get a little bit ways out and then like kind of pause and kind of point back to Kellen and message back to him and say, do you want to inspect the stainings? And I'll keep a lookout.
Okay.
I'm gonna get like really close to him. Does it seem like it's something that's been like liquid that dried? I take it.
It almost looks like maybe like dust or something.
I'll like take my finger and swipe across it.
I mean, you can kind of break up a little bit of it, but it seems like very old and almost like crusted on there. Doesn't really have a smell to it. Doesn't taste really like much. Kind of tastes maybe a little weird and bad, but
I don't know.
Okay. And this whole time, okay, from where we're at, do we see any other exits out of this area besides the door we just came through and the shaft going up?
not in particular. No.
Okay.
You can make me perception.
Because they've been doing so good at those.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I percepted.
Okay, no, you don't see any exits that seem to be obvious to you. And also you don't really necessarily see exits above you, though you do notice here and there it does look like there are doors in some of the walls of the shaft, like that you can barely see from the angle you have, like at the ends of some of these staircases. And as I said, they do seem to somehow like go across here and there, but never through this like center shaft. Always kind of like angled around there. Hi, Aurora.
Okay, so I can see a couple little doorways, but we can't reach them in any
Say
way.
hi, world. Okay. You're free.
Or not.
Or not.
Stream niece.
Yep,
Stream niece. Okay, so can we reach them is the question.
I mean,
I got some rope and grappling hook.
It's
I
a possibility. I mean, your climbing ability, you probably could reach them if you really wanted to. Getting others up there, not so easy. It does seem like some of these places, you're not sure how well you'd grapple onto these things, and it does look like it would be long climbs between some of them.
Okay. I'm leaning towards the minecart again.
Do you want to check any of the buildings out here, or just go right to the back to the minecart?
How many buildings are there?
3 on each side, you said, right?
6, yes.
Okay. Oh, that's not that many. Okay, we can, if you want.
And you said there's stone buildings like before, or?
They are stone.
Okay.
but they look like they're one room, one story.
Yeah.
So, okay, do you want to just start checking them, or?
We can we can check one, see if it looks like it might be anything interesting. If not, we could either check the rest or ignore them.
Okay.
Quick question, out of character. How long does it? Because I know we have no gauge of time, but would we be feeling like we're ready to like rest, or? I know as far as
since
like
the last time you rested, you're feeling like it's probably been quite a while. Maybe not like an entire day, but you did rest
maybe like a lunchtime.
Yeah, but again, it's like you didn't have a really good gauge of time when you rested the first point in time, so you have lost a pretty good gauge of time in general.
We have no sense of time anymore.
Yes.
You
have been down here for like days.
Yeah. We can just start checking the rooms and see if we do come across anything, I guess. I am going to leave the looking at the, like, in the rooms to you, Kellen, and I'm going to keep a really good lookout and have, Olag, like, I'm going to post Olag basically at, like, one little area, and I'll kind of post the other.
Okay. I'll check out the first building on the left.
Okay.
I'm going to look for traps first.
All right. There really isn't a door to here. It seems like there's a couple of like open window things. They're basically they look to be more like have a couple of bars across them, but they're not really made to block people. And it doesn't look like it ever had glass in it. And then sort of like an opening without any kind of door. And it leads into
that trapped.
No. It leads into an area that looks like maybe it was a small shop or something. There are like old shelves that have been broken apart. It looks like some of them were made of stone with like wood attached to them to like hold things. They're all broken down. Even some of the stone is broken. You don't see any signs of what was in here at any time, but everything kind of looks abandoned and wrecked in this room. It looks as if like the place has been smashed up a little bit too.
I'll check the next one.
Okay. This one is a similar thing. Yes, but this one, rather than inside, it has lots of tables and chairs set up. Also seems to have what you might call like some kind of bar in the back. It appears to have a couple of bottles, some broken ones. These all seem damaged. You don't see any sign of any kind of like liquid or anything in any of them that you just see quickly.
Okay. I'm going to go back behind the bar and just check if there's anything back there.
Okay, make another perception for me then.
Oop, I almost clicked persuasion.
I'm going to persuade it. All right.
Persuade the GM.
It's always the best.
Yeah, you're kind of root around for a little bit, and you'll find what appears to be like maybe some kind of wine bottle or some other kind of alcohol. You don't know how it's marked. It's a dark bottle, so it's really hard to tell anything about it.
Skull and crossbones?
No, it has to seem some kind of symboling on it that looks like strange creatures, and also some kind of words on it. Whisper, give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Perception. So good at this. Olag's keeping an eye out as well, right?
He is.
Not a very good eye.
Okay.
He's sleeping again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Great.
So.
You're looking at each other.
No.
Yeah.
All right. So, what you doing, Kellen? You found the bottle.
I'm taking it, and I'm going to go check the next place, I guess.
All right. It seems to be similar to the first one, except in much better condition. It seems like, though it's empty, like all the shelves seem fairly well intact, just empty. There's some pieces of like refuse sitting around, like little pieces of cracked wood and stuff. A few pieces of paper that seem unmarked, or at least kind of deteriorated, so that whatever markings might have been on them, they've faded away. You do see like a book sitting down that's been sort of torn up and ripped apart. It feels like, like if you touch it, it might kind of crumble, kind of thing.
Gotcha. And nothing behind the... I'm assuming there would be a place where the shopkeep would be, so
there
nothing
is.
Back there?
You don't see anything just with a quick glance.
I'll take a root around real quick.
You kind of root around a little bit. Second visitor of the day. You don't find anything in particular.
Okay. I guess I'll cross the street to the third building that's, the building that's across, and Streamcat.
Streamcat.
And
Well,
see what I see there.
The okay. This one seems to be a kind of small area with, what looks to be little rooms off to each side with open doors, with kind of like little doors on them. Or not really like little doors, but like thin doors, I would call them.
Okay.
There seems to be kind of like another, I'm forgetting the word for it, and you just used it because, counter. See, my brain just blanked out for a second. Shorted out on the word counter. Yeah, it's like, wow. So there seems to be a counter sort of in the back of this area too.
So you said there's two thin doors?
Three thin doors on either side of this kind of room, kind of breaking it into smaller rooms almost.
I'm going to check just the whole area for traps.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
I'm still keeping as best of a lookout as I can.
Okay. Okay. So you wow, that's bad spelling.
Sea kitty. She's a sea kitty.
Yes.
She's a clone kitty.
Clone
Yes.
Clone kitties. No. So.
Or she's a pirate kitty.
Sea kitty.
She likes to be at sea.
There you go.
It could be the Batman movie. C is for Catwoman.
Catwoman. Oh God, that's horrible. Thank you, Adam West.
The shark was pulling my leg. The Joker. It's all a mysterious conundrum, almost a riddle. The
Riddle.
The Riddler.
Riddler.
Okay, we're done.
Yes.
Yeah, we know too much of that movie.
Yeah, I can tell.
Anyway.
Can't get rid of a bomb.
All right. So you don't find any traps.
Okay. Are the doors unlocked?
They seem to be slightly ajar.
I will look at them.
Pickles?
The first one you look at seems to have what appears to be like a small table and maybe some kind of cot.
I will look at the table.
It's just a table.
Oh, I don't know if it had drawers or anything.
Yes.
What's
No.
on the table?
Nothing.
I'll check out the next room.
It seems to be similar.
And the third.
It seems similar, but slightly damaged and destroyed. Like the cot is broken apart. The table's been knocked over.
Okay. And I'll look behind the counter.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. You'll look around and you manage to find sort of hidden away what appears to be a small till, maybe. There's a couple of strange looking. You kind of like look at them for a minute. They look pretty strange, like designed gold coins. Kind of got intricate, like some kind of weird design on them. You're not quite sure about, but they're gold.
How many?
It looks like 5.
I will take them.
All right.
He's like, thank you.
Okay, I guess I'll go to the next one.
Whisper. You can give me another perception.
Oh no.
You do not see the giant spider monster on your back.
Probably not.
What about,
Nope, definitely not.
Oh,
No.
nope. Mm-mm. All right. So, the next one seems to have a kind of large counter and what appears to be maybe some kind of, cases that would, like, shelves behind the counter that would have held something. And a couple of, little, areas where maybe something was put on display out in the middle of the, like a floor area.
Okay, and anything in here?
It seems very empty.
I'll give a good look around.
Okay.
And no.
And no.
Mm-hmm.
It's empty. Okay, last building.
Okay. This one appears to look a lot like the 2 shop areas. It looks to be another shop area.
I'll check it out.
This one, though, has seemingly a couple of items sitting around. This one appears to have some, like, torn pieces of cloth and stuff. Maybe this was a couple pieces of, like, maybe looks like leather or something. You can sort of, like, look at some of them and maybe this was some kind of clothing at some point in time. So maybe you could get some, like, tailoring work done here.
Gotcha. I'm taking all the materials probably in bad shape.
It's really, deteriorated and it looks a little torn apart as if something was tearing at it.
Okay, and with a 19, I don't find anything else?
No. Whisper and Ola, you give me yet another round of perception. All right.
Olog wakes up.
Whisper
falls asleep.
Whisper does not.
I believe it's time to leave. Let's abandon the clone.
And where are we going?
I believe back down this tunnel.
And why are we going?
We appear to be surrounded by something above us.
So when she says that, she's just like ears go like flat, and she's just like like that little like low cat growl. Like, what do you mean above us? And she's like not trying to like immediately look up and be like, drawing attention to it.
Well, they look very odd.
Do they look familiar?
No. Though they appear to have noticed that I've noticed them.
Stop staring at them. I'm immediately gonna like poke my head around and message to Kellen.
Mm-hmm.
Something's out here and we need to figure out what we're doing now. Like right now.
I will come out.
All right. So, as sort of like you jut around, you now begin to notice there are things up above you. Countless of them. And they look very strange. Almost as if they're like humanoid, but a cross between maybe a bird and a bat.
I'm going to run for the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him. No. I don't have to outrun the bird things. I just have to outrun Kellen.
Easily done.
I'm the only one that has normal movement speed.
Olog is over by the door, because you left him there.
Yep. Okay, then I will kind of, I guess, start running with Kellen.
Okay.
Oh gosh, we're gonna get attacked by weird
I'm pulling my crossbow out. I almost said crossbow.
Okay.
I almost said crossblow, and I'm like, what the frick's a crossbow?
Okay. A couple of things are going to swoop in for some dive bombs.
So they're not friendly?
They don't seem to be friendly.
Damn.
They're hungry, probably.
Uh-huh. You look tasty. We're going to get one on each of you. Okay. Okay. So, Whisper, you're going to get some talons on you.
Of course.
For 4.
Oh.
As they've kind of like, almost like this like weird leathery skinned wings with like kind of feathers along the top row. They look really creepy.
Alright, just
I'm gonna
running.
also yell up to Olog, open the door for us.
As you see him standing by the door, like slowly beginning to close it. Oh, keep it open for you.
Yes.
He's like, uh-oh.
Oh, right.
All right. So, you'll kind of rush forward, and you'll manage to get in the door as Olog close it, as you can hear some kind of clawing on the other side of it.
Is there a lock to this door?
Doesn't really look like one.
Okay, screw it. Let's run down to the cart.
Yep.
Okay. All right,
Hop
you
on the
will
cart.
run down the cart and hop on it.
And I stick the gem back in and start her up.
Okay. All right. It once again roars to life and begins to move.
I'm going to do full speed for a little bit, and then I'll cut it back to 3/4.
Okay, you'll kind of like, for a minute, you'll kind of sprint ahead, and then you'll sort of pull it back, so you're going a little slower.
I would, while we're going, I want to pull out the weird runes that we got from that other room and see if, like, maybe I can make sense. Like, maybe this is the path. Like, it's showing us where to go. Just I got nothing.
Oh, I'm
you know
going to pull out and say, I found this, too, and pull out the bottle.
Okay. I don't think we should be drinking and driving, but maybe next time we decide to take a break, we can have a few sips to... This place sucks.
Yes.
I would like to take my ring and touch it to the page. I'm running out of ideas.
Okay.
That does nothing.
Okay. All right. You'll go down the tunnel for a while, and again, it will kind of sort of move and kind of twist and stuff, and you'll see what appears to be another kind of opening area similar to the last one you just were at.
I'll slow down and stop.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Are there any strange symbols?
This one seems kind of got some damage to the floor and stuff, as if something had happened here. Maybe some kind of fight at some point in time. You don't see anything particularly on the wall with a first glance. This one, you can see that it had like one of the doors to your right, but the door has been like knocked off its hinges. It's lying face down, and of course the stairs up are actually collapsed on the side you're on. On the other side, it does look like the stairs are attached, but you'd have to sort of climb down, go over, and climb up if to get to it.
I think we should just keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. Just blow past this.
Okay.
Ease it back up to 3/4 speed.
Okay. You'll kind of go for a while. You're going to see then on the other side from you another one of those smaller areas coming up.
Slow it down and stop.
Okay.
What did we find last time? We found the 2 tunnels, right?
Yeah, and machines and a small room that was falling apart.
And so, yeah, the supplies room, or the cleaning supplies, as you called it.
Yeah. So there's 2 doors again, exactly
it's exactly like the same thing.
All right, hop out, and I'm gonna go over and
kind of climb down, climb up. Yes, okay. Olaf's like, I will wait here.
Okay.
Climbing.
Well,
is not
I'm also
my
gonna
fault.
see if they're locked and all that good stuff.
They do seem to both be locked.
I'm going to take the gem out and go with her.
Okay. You will probably need some assistance to climb up.
Give me a hand.
Yeah, I'll help him. All right. Opening the lock.
Okay.
I'll try.
Which
which
one
door are
you
you
opening?
doing? Because I'll do
the one
other
on the left. I'm doing the same as before.
Okay. So you'll try the one that's forward?
Yeah, he'll be doing the forward one, and
Yes.
I'm doing left.
Okay. You will both open your doors. They're not particularly difficult to open.
Okay, fling open my door.
Uh-huh. Okay. Inside, it actually seems empty except for a broom.
Close my door.
You got a broom!
Look at him. I'm like, another cleaning closet. What's in that one?
I crack open my door and look in.
It appears to be a set of stairs leading down.
Stairs
Oh,
down.
the stairs. And I'm gonna like flag him to come.
I'll be like, I shall guard this location.
All right, let's go. So we're just leaving Olag.
Yes.
Okay, walking downstairs. I'm going to be stealthy walking downstairs.
Do you want me to try to be stealthy too?
Yes. Just in case there's enemies at the bottom.
I'm really stealthy.
You're a lot stealthier than the rogue.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. I am a cat.
Uh-huh. You're like, meow, 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 meow.
Yeah.
Need to buy a cat saddle.
Actually, I picture you like walking, and you're like, "You have to be quiet, whisper." Shh. And I'm like,
Bluff, 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 the stupid ogre.
Yeah.
Mimic broom.
Oh, mimic broom. That's a good one.
So what do we see?
All right. You will eventually come down into a small tunnel like before, and it leads to a door once again.
I'll perceive at the door.
Okay. Where?
I see a door.
Come on up. Come on.
Is it locked?
Nope.
I will open the door.
Okay. It opens the door into a similar machine room with tunnels to the right and left, but you can also see there appears to be another door sort of like across from you to the left of the machinery.
Ooh, I'll perceive at that door.
Okay.
Ooh, I'll perceive it. That door.
Do I perceive anything?
You don't hear anything.
Okay. Is it locked?
It does not appear to be.
I will crack it open stealthily and look in.
Okay.
Much better.
Okay. It appears to be a small room, an area that needs to looks to be some kind of storage area.
Ooh. I'll open it and enter. Whisper, there's storage.
Awesome. I am going to, I can actually cast, since I'm familiar with the target. We haven't gone more than 120 feet, have we?
Probably not, no.
Okay, so it says I can cast it, and it's pretty much a straight shot.
Yep.
Yeah, and it can go through solid objects.
Yeah,
Yep,
so
yep.
I'm going to cast the message spell and send a message back to him just saying, extra room in here, gonna check it out, stay tuned. For your local news update.
Okay.
Weather at 5.
Weather
I'm
plus.
I'm gonna start looking around the room, see if I can find anything interesting.
Okay.
I see nothing.
Yeah. Olag will respond with, "All right, waiting for you when you return." Having a nice conversation.
No, I'm not even responding. Just leaving hanging.
With himself. Yep. I'm hoping at least.
Probably.
So do you want to look around in here? I'm not finding anything.
Sure. Olag's still at the cart. He's waiting for us.
Okay.
I will go in and look myself around. Let's see. Let me look. Perception, you said?
Yeah. So the room seems to be
might-
lots of some barrels, some crates. Most of them seem empty. A few of them seem broken. The place looks like probably it was cleaned out at one point in time for a lot of its materials, or it was never refreshed when a lot of it was used. But you will find what appears to be a couple water skins that seem well attacked, that seem to have liquid in them. They probably aren't well, but I mean, they're usable water skins if you should need them. The water probably is
questionable.
Yeah,
questionable.
Stagnant and gross.
Stagnant, yeah.
Yeah. You will also find what is it? I have to get the exact name of it because I'm forgetful.
Well, while you're doing that, I am going to, while she's looking around, sleight of hand one of the coins into her pocket.
What?
You're gonna slave hand it into my
Cool.
pocket?
Yes.
I don't need this.
Okay.
And you probably notice.
Like, what are you doing?
What?
I was giving you a surprise for later, but
Okay.
there you go. I'll just hand it to you now since you saw it.
Okay. You will find a set of studded leather armor, and that seems to be well intact. And you will also find, there it is. Okay. Carpenter's tools.
Studded leather for what size creature?
Medium.
Fudge.
I can wear that.
I could use
Do
that.
I have it?
Thank you.
What would it make my AC? I think it would make it a 16.
It'd probably go up by 1, because I think if you have leather...
15.
You have,
Yeah, I have leather.
So it would go up by 1, because studded
Okay, I
leather
couldn't
is
remember if it was like
12
a 1
plus
or
dex.
2 going up.
Yeah, there's only one more.
Okay.
And you have a strange gold coin.
Woo. And a hammer and a crowbar and a strange gold coin.
Yeah. The leather armor seems a little damaged, but intact. I'm going to say probably don't change your AC right now, but Kellen probably could repair it. It is a little aged, but, with a little bit of
TLC,
it will be back in working order.
Okay. Well, why don't I could just hold on to it for now, and we'll figure it out.
You will also find, sort of hidden in the back, a quiver full of some arrows.
Ooh, I could use those.
It will have 10 arrows.
Sweet. I now have 28 arrows.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Dramatic music.
You said there were 2 water skins?
Yes.
What are you doing? 2. Not 12. 2. Alright. And that's really all that's interesting in there. Okay. Well, I guess
back to the cart.
That's it. Yeah, and as we're heading back, I'm gonna send a message ahead to Olag. We're coming back, so please wrap up your conversation.
Won't you want to join it when you join us?
Who's us?
Oh, our friend found us.
There was a door coming into here, right?
Yes.
Grab Kellen and pull him back in, close the door, be like, okay, we need to have a conversation real quick. Olag's saying that our friend found him, but I don't know what friend he's referring to.
Can you ask him?
No. Should I ask him? I'm kind of concerned.
I would ask him.
Olag, which friend?
We stayed at her house.
Oh.
How would she have gotten to us, though? How did she find you?
There's apparently a hidden door in the wall here.
Oh, we didn't check the blank wall, because there's a left, a straight, and a right. Oh well.
Hidden tunnel walls.
Okay. He says it's, Begon? Is that what her name was? Something like that?
Something like that. We're close enough that it counts.
Okay. Beige on. Beige on. That lady.
Beige off. The wager.
Oh.
At least it's not face off.
Oh.
That was last night.
Because it's face off.
Off. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's just her? I don't know. That seems sketchy. How has she been following us? We've been flying through mine tunnels and things.
I don't know.
Maybe she's a clone.
Maybe it's an illusion.
Whoops. Did that fix it? I accidentally clicked on stuff. Yep, it fixed it.
Okay, I guess we'll just head back and see what's going on.
Yes.
All right, sounds good. Get everything layered up again. Okay, so you'll head back, and once you get there, of course, you will see Kellen and your friend, Begon, right there.
You mean you'll see Olag, not Kellen.
I'm sorry, Olag, yeah. No, you were there all along. It's the real you. You were a clone. No. Olag again.
Wait, but I'm here. How am I there? Hello.
Kind of just wave at her and be like, said there was a hidden door?
There are countless hidden tunnels throughout this place.
How did you know where to find us?
Magic. The same way I discovered you were here in the first place and could sense that you arrived.
Ah.
I thought you didn't want to leave your little area, though.
I became concerned when the air dragon attacked the city again. It has been some eons since it decided to attack. But fortunately, defenses still exist that magical ones made to keep it at bay. I was worried that they would not last this time and was concerned about you.
Thank you.
So can we follow you back to your house and then use that to get back to that gate.
Gate?
Yeah, we need to go to the gate again.
Why?
We think we can activate it.
We think we can activate it.
The one you speak of may not work anymore.
Do you know of another one that might work?
I do. It will not lead quite to the same place, but it will lead to the same area. It might be some travel to get to where you need to go to, but it won't be... It might be easier for you to do. I do not know if you can get the other gate active.
Okay. That's better than nothing, so...
Yeah, at least we can go there and kind of refresh. Because we have no idea where we're at. No idea. Also, do you know what the bird things are? The bat bird?
Those are part of her people, I think.
More degenerates.
Right.
Like the others in the tunnels.
Are there any more we should be aware of?
Those are most of those that remain here.
Okay. Bats and spiders.
And some kind of aquatic ones.
Oh, and salamanders.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Earth, land, and sea. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Earth, wind, and fire?
If you plan to go to the other... If you do plan to go to the other gate, you are in a good shape to do so, actually. You are lucky that you've come across this.
The minecart?
The transit system.
Ah.
Oh.
It took us, because though it's hard to tell from inside, this was once a city upon a floating island. That most of it was hollowed out and turned into city. These areas here were once the rock bed of the island itself. We dug down rather than up.
Understood.
I'm going to pull out the map thing that I got and ask her if this looks familiar.
Yes. This seems incomplete, but this is part of the old system for the transits here. Those that would stop on it would want to see where they were and see if they had gotten off at the right location within the city. I'm surprised they still work. There must still be some magic remaining in here.
I also want to warn you, we found some of the spider people that had been taken over by plants.
Probably by verdant.
This is not a good sign. He must be trying to extend his reach again.
Are you sure you don't want to leave with us?
No. No, he is a threat at times, but never quite to a degree that I would have to worry about. And my place is here. I can help you go from this place now, if that is what you truly wish. You will find safety away, but be warned. If you trek this path, I know not if my people will be friendly to you. I am bad with your... He's going to point to Kellen and Olag. I am bad with the hairless species, but it was kinds like you which were our great enemy. I do not think you are the exact same kind. I am not familiar as well, but if there might be still some that remember, similar to you were the enemy which caused us so much trouble in our travels through space. Just be careful.
Thank you for the warning.
It's fortunate that you are with them, my feline friend. There are some of our kind which are another type of feline. You seem slightly different than our people. But perhaps you'll find some friends in amongst us. None remained here to degrade.
Ooh, I'm going to pull out the bottle and ask if she knows what it is.
Yeah, I have so many questions to ask her.
She'll say some kind of word. It is a drink, a libation. It It is a very strong one, and it should not... as long as it is sealed, it should be still fine, even after all this time. Be careful, though. I believe it is one of the stronger ones that my people made.
Awesome.
Understood.
I would like to show her, because I know I had a drawing of the... Geez, I had a bunch of drawings, but I know I had one of the portal, and I got a couple when we were in the observatory and things. So I kind of want to just, recount, okay, so we saw the first portal you told us about. Obviously isn't working. We saw the observatory.
When the proper magics was activated with the portal, the gate would appear through the wall. So you could step through the wall almost and be on the other side of it, in through another wall somewhere. When we would find a new place to go to, or a new world to colonize, we would create these. They worked well between the planets of this system, but some did even go as far. The ones that went beyond this system, I don't think work anymore. There was a time that there was a great magic that we had lost long ago that would allow us to travel even between the spheres. I believe it used the other planes as almost a piggyback, you could say. Sort of dipped into one of them and then dipped back into another sphere. It was a interesting magic that does not work anymore. But these gates are also old as this place. When I returned here, I returned through one of them.
Understood. Got it.
Not this one, the one I shall send you to.
And where will that one come out?
What do you need? Okay. Give me 3 minutes. We'll take a break at 6:45 then.
That's fine.
Okay.
A couple minutes. We'll take a 5-minute break or so. So let's finish your questions lines.
Okay. Yeah, it was just where will that gate take us to?
Do you know much of our system? Since I believe you came on a ship of the stars.
Yes, and then you said that the first gate would take us to the water world.
Yes, there is a planet of water at the center of this world, of this place.
Will this other gate take us to the same?
Yes.
Okay.
The one you were looking at, I believe would have taken you to. I do not know if it's there. The settlement that was once there, since it has been many years since I was there. I do not know if there are more settlements, but there was one large one on the world. Truth be told, many of our people moved on to another sphere, but a number of them stayed behind on that world, who chose to remain there. There's very little land to work out on. Small islands here and there. Dangerous sea creatures, so fishing it requires great skill for it to be safe.
Understood.
So there were dangers there that drove many of us to leave that place to a more permanent place. We could not build cities there, not for lack of trying, but
okay. I might lean down to Kellen and be like, "Do you have more of those cool coins?"
A few, not many.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could give her one, or I'll give her mine. But I want to offer
I'll
her
hand one to you.
Okay, I didn't know if you had any extra, because I didn't know how many you picked up. I mean, I did.
Them, yeah.
But...
keep this. In the centuries since I left the world, the currency should be the same. It is a gold coin of ours. Perhaps it might help you to... No, thank you, though. I have no need of it here.
Okay, I'll fish out another small, let's say like a... I'm trying to think what I might have in my little pouch of miscellaneous items as like a thank you.
Glowing seed.
Oh, I could actually ask her that seed if she recognizes it. Like, do you know anything about this particular type of seed?
No. When I observe this, it appears that... Where did you find it?
It was-
Inside one of those creatures.
Yeah. And it was glowing after he was killed. Or it was killed.
Did it retain its... It seems to have faded now.
Yeah, Ola can cast light on it, but it's not the same.
I have not truly seen something of this, but I can suspect. Perhaps, if you said the creature was infested with vines, perhaps this is the way that it was implanted into it, and it bore fruit.
Interesting.
Creepy seed.
Do you think it's still, like, a viable seed, or do you think it's now dead?
I do not know. If it glowed and then faded its glow, it either died or maybe went into some kind of suspension. Maybe it requires something else to reactivate it.
Interesting.
Either way, I don't think we want to do that.
No, but I definitely want to keep it for, like, studying it. Okay. I'll find let's say a small, like, I probably have, like, a single dice. Like a single 6-sided dice. Maybe it's, like, chipped on a corner or something.
Okay.
She'll
She'll take it, and thank you. If you wish to go to the other gate, take this tunnel. Be warned, you will head to the second island. So you will stay close to the side. Stay close away from the sides. It should be safe now. The air dragon has retreated. But you will go to the old docks. We'd like to order where starships once came in.
Okay.
It's 7 o'clock. I'm garnishing up in a second. Bothering me does not help. Having an attitude isn't cool at all. I'm sorry, but you keep yelling at me about it. I said I'd finish. I'm trying to finish up here in the break. You said you'd take a break in a minute. I'm trying to do that. Sorry.
It's okay.
I probably got a little too attitude there anyway. I'm sorry. I'll have to apologize in a second to them. But anyway, what do you guys want to do? Do you have any more questions?
Nope. I think if
I
she's
think
saying
we
just head
covered
on
it.
here.
Okay.
One last quick question.
Okay.
Would it be safe to rest here, does she think?
Maybe.
Or could we possibly get to her house and get back here?
It's a long journey to her house from here.
Okay.
She says that if there might be a place that's safe in the terminal, there really shouldn't be any degenerates there, but she doesn't know if native creatures would have moved in because that is technically outside of the city and is much more open to it. Because it is an old space port, basically.
Right.
Well, I'm thinking just like even if we go in like the broom closet just to kind of rest, grab a bite to eat real quick, and then hop back on our way.
You could probably all fit in a broom closet. It wouldn't be very comfortable, but you probably could.
Just some small defensible place.
Okay.
Or the storage closet, which was a little bit bigger.
Oh yeah, the big storage room.
Yes, storage room.
Okay. Then yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And so we just follow this and we'll get there, I guess.
Okay. All right. Why don't we take a...
I'll actually ask her one last question real quick.
All right.
That's just to ask her, how many stops away is it?
This is the last one before there.
Okay, that's why I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Break time.
Perfect.
Yep, all right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in like 5 or so minutes. Get some water, take the bathroom, all that stuff. And we'll be back then. I'm just going to leave the top image up now. Okay, everybody, be back in a minute.
Bye.
Bye.
Good, because I gotta go to the bathroom.
back.
No.
Hi everyone, we're back. Hello. No.
That's how it's spelled.
I mean, I guess I could try to message Frank again, but he's probably deep in a coma. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Apparently.
In a coma. I'm sending him that message.
He's now a clone.
He is now cloned.
Frank himself is a clone, not Olag.
Not Oleg, Frank.
Or clone. I probably should have gotten water.
Probably.
Oh, run and get water real quick.
Alright, fine. I'll run and get water very quick. So unprofessional.
Gosh.
And
The
entertain the
worst.
people. Entertain the people. Do a little dance
Hi,
for them.
people.
Whoop, whoop.
Am I dancing good?
Oh, yeah.
I'm dancing. How you guys all doing? We're partying up in here with our unprofessional DJ, DM, whatever.
DJ man in the house.
Yeah. My brain might be a little toasted from the sun earlier.
Alright. So, now that I'm back
God,
from being
he's
did you entertain the people?
Yes,
I did.
dance.
I danced.
Okay. Cool.
And she accidentally called you a DJ instead of a DM.
Chicka 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 wow 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 wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
Okay, enough techno
This
dance.
is what you guys have for the day.
Techno dance GM. Or DM.
Roll a d20. Roll a d20. Roll a
Let's do
d20.
the robot.
Perception check. Perception check.
Perception
Wait.
check. Stuff. Stuff. Stuff.
The system is down. The system is down.
Yep.
There's a little piece of history.
Down, 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 down.
Yes.
Doom.
Door!
He's burning the countryside and burning the peasants. Burning all the peoples and their thatched roof
It's for
cottages.
crazy.
Because maybe he was a dragon, or maybe he was a man.
Maybe he's a
Maybe
dragon
he
man.
was a dragon man, but he was still Trogdor!
Look, Trogdor was the best. The best there ever was.
Yes.
All right.
Anyway,
All right.
that's the
Back
next
to-
part adventuring.
All right. So, you have just learned of a location you can go that should have a portal you could use. It does lead to a different location than you were thinking of going to. Well, probably not as direct as you were planning on going.
I'm going to give Bejan a big hug on her leg, probably, because
Yep.
that's what I could reach.
You are very tiny in comparison to her.
Yes. I wish her well.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yes.
And then,
Good luck on your journeys.
thank you.
You're gonna need it.
All right. As you'll continue back down the tunnel, zooming forward once again.
The tunnel is down.
That was a fuzzy. For a second, I thought it was a bug, but it was a fuzzy.
Fuzzy bug.
Fuzzy bug.
Attack!
Do. Is that a new Pokemon?
No.
Fuzzy bug.
Fuzzy bug. I choose you.
Wild fuzzy bug
Keep your
appears.
pocket monster away from me.
Never.
Ugh.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So.
made it worse.
Oh, I always do. I always do. All right, so you will zoom down the tunnel some more, so it will continue sort of winding, ups and downs, left and rights, continuing back and forward, until you will see it appears to open up. This is about maybe 5 minutes later after you left.
Grand Central Minecart?
Grand Central Minecart.
Ooh.
It will sort of get brighter and brighter and brighter until you emerge out of the tunnel and into just space. You can see, like, the chain is basically attached like a bar ahead of you, stretching off a few hundred feet across just empty space to another island. And
Okay. Since it's gonna take a little time, I'm gonna speed us up till we're getting close to the island. Then.
Go.
Okay.
And then I'll go back down to 3/4.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you kind of speed up and you're kind of rushing across it, you're kind of shaking a little bit. It feels like the wind is buffeting you a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I want to get across fast.
Yep. That, and there might be a dragon flying around.
Yes.
Or bird, human.
You can hear this kind of like this creaking noise with the chain and stuff as you're moving.
Ugh.
Mm.
All right.
It doesn't.
I will. We can stand while it's moving, right?
You can. It is like a little jarring, but you can stand while it's moving.
Okay. I'm not gonna stand, but I am gonna like get my bow and arrow ready just in case.
Okay.
And something starts coming at us.
Sounds good. All right. You will manage to though continue and finally kind of cross the area and move into a short tunnel. This one is fairly bright because you have the brightness behind you, and then it sort of leads into an area very quickly where it is brightening, and for some reason it's beginning to slow down on its own.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Don't want you to come flying in here.
No. As like you kind of come in, and it's slowly, and it's like almost as if it's like it seems like it's running out of juice, but the lights are still on as you kind of come to a stop.
Okay. I will set the lever for stop too, just to make sure. And
are we at like somewhere we can get off though?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
There does seem to be some kind of strange mechanism that you can see ahead of you, which it looks like it maybe loops the vehicle, this like cart around to go back the other direction now. But right now it doesn't seem to be able to get onto that sort of looping track.
That's fine. I'm going to take the gem out.
Okay.
Take it with us.
This area seems sort of like an open platform almost. There is a kind of glass ceiling above you, except there's like panes broken out and like cracks and damages to it. It looks as if it probably was once a very interesting kind of skylight area that this one area led into.
Gotcha.
All right, so we have to head to the docks, she said, and we need to stay pretty hidden.
Right? When you came to a stop, like there was this kind of flutter of like little wings as these little like strange bird creatures that looked similar to the small ones around the tree moose kind of take flight.
Yeah, she just said there could be wild animals in here that could have encroached, but there's none of the she doesn't think any degenerates would be here.
No, but there's that dragon.
Which she said she thinks flew back away.
But it's still there, alive. So that means it could come back. And we don't know where back is.
True.
So just be on the lookout for Trogdor.
Name is not Trogdor.
It's Trogdor.
It wanted to burninate you.
I want to burninate it.
Okay. It does look like there doesn't seem to be like any massive stairs leading out here. It looks as if when you would kind of turn and head straight off and like get off of here, you have like a couple of benches, it looks like, in here. Some kind of markings on the wall that seems to have been like torn down. From what looks of it, it looks similar to what you saw before in that one tunnel area, except it looks like it was highly damaged. But it looks like it's like really damaged, this one.
Yes.
Okay.
There does seem to be sort of a small staircase leading more into buildings on this side, to where the control room that you kind of encountered would have been in these areas, and there is a door to the left of that on the sort of back wall.
Gotcha. I guess go to the door?
Okay.
Yeah.
Perceive.
I mean, I'm assuming she would have given us general instructions to get to the...
She told you
to the docks.
Head up the stairs, and that will lead you into the main kind of thoroughfare area where goods came in. and rather than head for the docks, she said head up. It's her only suggestion she told you.
Oh, she said head to the docks.
This is the docks. The entire thing is the docks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She said to go to where the airships would land.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. I thought docks was like a specific point that we
No.
were trying to game for.
Yeah.
Not
no.
this whole.
She implied the entire thing was one giant like.
Got it.
Sorcerer.
Missed that.
Welcome back, Streamcat. Oh god.
Streamcat.
Hi. Yes, you're headbutting me and up on my shoulder.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we just gotta start heading up.
Okay.
Wait, so are we checking the door or are we checking the door?
Is it at the top of the stairs?
No, it's right here next to the stairs.
We want to go up the stairs.
What door?
Yeah, but it probably just has the controls for that, and we don't need that anymore.
You could
We
find
need to go
something useful in there.
Okay, go look. I'll keep a lookout.
I see anything did I perceive any traps on the door?
Your curiosity is going to get us all killed.
And he's not even a cat.
You don't see anything.
Could you imagine the curiosity of a cat gnome?
You mean a
Go in
munchkin?
9 months.
Munchkin tabaxi.
Locked or unlocked?
It seems to be locked.
Let's see if I can change that.
If not, let me know. Maybe I can.
You unlock it.
Ha.
About damn time. No.
I open it.
Okay. It seems to be a similar control room, except a little larger, and it seems to have like a big table in there, a couple of like shelving units kind of around the one wall, all kind of empty now.
Any doors?
Nope.
Okay, I close it.
Satisfied?
No.
Alright, well, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Up the stairs we go.
All right, you'll head up the stairs. Heading.
Are
up...
these like normal sized stairs? Or are these like big stairs since all these people are like large?
You met most of them were medium that you met.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
She seemed large and unusually sized.
Okay. Just making sure. I want to make sure I'm not like having to like literally climb up the stairs.
Even large stairs.
You and Olog.
Yes, the large stairs would be difficult, but wouldn't be impossible for. And it's not that kind of climbing anyway. I mean, it's like only like twice the normal size, so it's like rather than like half of it's like this tall. I mean, so it's like rather than like, I mean, it's like it's not that ridiculous. I like how people embellish. People embellish giant stairs too much. Entertainingly so. Anyway, but that's.
Well, I'm also small.
Yes. So I mean, it is still difficult for you and probably requires climbing because it's like a third of your body height if it was for large creatures.
Yes. That's why I was checking.
The answer's no.
Okay, I go up the stairs.
All right. It will lead out into what appears to be kind of a big courtyard. There's some areas where it looks like it's got like an open sky here in the kind of center of it with a couple of like it looks like was probably like like glass almost art like around the edges of it.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be a number of like tunnels leading off in various directions. A large kind of there's like a narrow staircase that kind of stretches up like right next to you, and you can see the staircase leading down probably to the other side over like across from you also. There is an elaborate kind of fountain with like this amalgam of all kinds of what appears to be maybe ships combined into one or creatures. It's kind of hard to tell where they separate and where they combine there. There's areas where it looks like people maybe had plants for a while, but they have some of them still have a couple of overgrown plants. Others have sort of died off. You can see more of those little bird creatures kind of fluttering about in here.
I'm gonna tug on your coat.
Yes.
Lunch?
Are you hungry?
Well, did we even have any rations left? Have we been eating?
Possibly.
I still have 5 rations marked down.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, for how long we've been down here, would we still have those?
Well, because we did spend a couple of days with Bagon, so we probably wouldn't have used rations on those days.
No. That's why I'm just asking, because of, like, lots of little birds.
Yes,
Possible.
but we don't know if we shoot one bird, if all of them will come after us.
They're like what, like sparrow size, I'm assuming, or
probably like
chicken
robin-sized.
Robin. So they're small.
They're really small. Would that even be worth shooting?
We'd have to get a bunch of them.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
thinking it's not worth our time and effort.
Okay.
But we probably should take a little rest before we start going up, because once we get out of here, I have a feeling we're going to be in the up in the open a little bit more.
Well, we just rested back there.
Did we actually?
Didn't we?
Well, it was a short rest, right?
Yeah.
I thought we took a. Oh, we only took a short rest. I thought we
only took a
long
short rest.
You guys could like stand in there. There was no lying down in the closet.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, I guess.
figured we just like
No.
went in and
Oh, that's
we
right.
went, we went
Use
into
the
the other
storage
room. Yeah.
I guess even there you could have laid down, but it was a little more compact because there was a lot of boxes and stuff. You'd have to like move around and things. But if you wanted to, you could have, I guess, made a long rest. But
That seems like it would have been safer than out here where it's open to the wild.
Well, how big was that room down below that you poked your head in?
Which room?
The one at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe about the same size as the storage room.
Like a 10 by 10 room? Like 15 by 15?
Yeah, maybe like 10 by 20, we'll say.
Oh,
Okay.
we could have
I mean,
fit-
that'd
we
be
could
big
sleep
enough
in
for
there.
us.
Yeah.
So why don't we go back down the stairs now that we know we're kind of getting a lay of the land? Take a long rest there.
Okay.
Because that way I can get all my stuff back. Because I didn't have any bardic inspiration still.
Yes. So. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo.
Okay.
So, and I vote we try to convince Olag that he is now cloned.
When he wakes up.
Okay.
Or just keep, like, play it up that we are clones.
Alright. Persuasion. You're a clone.
We shouldn't mess with Olag. I have heard from Frank. It was an emergency that his phone wasn't charged to tell us about it. It wasn't a major emergency, but it was something that came up.
Okay.
Okay.
So he wasn't asleep. He was doing something that was actually a reasonable excuse. He just didn't have a charged phone.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. We'll let it slide this time.
This time.
This time.
This time. Okay. So, you're resting downstairs in the room?
Yeah,
that
we're
he
gonna go
opened?
back down the stairs, bar up the door a little bit as best we can.
I'll lock it.
Okay. Yep. We'll lock it up again, and you can rest in the room. All right. You take a full rest.
And then we go back up the stairs.
All right.
Yep.
All right. You are back upstairs again.
Does the fountain have water in it at all?
No, it's dried out. Actually,
I'm going to.
actually, no, wait.
Oh.
No, it does have water, but it is green.
Stagnant.
It's stagnant, and it does have some kind of little plants or something growing in it.
Okay, I'm still going to empty out whatever is in those water skins we found into it. Just
This is straight above where the big, opening in the sky is, so rain would have definitely fallen into here.
Okay, but I'm still going to.
Yeah, empty all this water out.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me perception checks.
Okay. So good at these guys. Hey.
You got better than me this time.
First time all night.
Let me get that out and roll.
Maybe the dice gods are smiling on you
Okay.
now.
Don't jinx
All right.
it, sir.
So, Olag and Whisper, you will hear this strange noise that seems to be echoing in the room.
Sorry, guys.
Immediately pull out my bow and arrow, like looking around. Can we tell what it is? Like, is it singing? Is it talking?
It's
Scraping.
screeching.
No, it's just kind of like, maybe like a hum? Like a loud, high-pitched hum.
Well, if I see her pull out her bow, I'll pull out my crossbow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Olog will then probably have his warhammer out because he never has his crossbow out.
Wait, I didn't even know he had one.
He does have a light crossbow.
And we can't tell where it's coming from.
It seems to sort of be echoing in the room.
Now that she pointed it out, do I hear it?
No?
Weird.
Then you begin to hear it, as it seems to be getting louder.
But it
And
doesn't seem like
louder?
it's coming from anywhere in particular.
It's
seems-
echoing around. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yes.
I think we should move to... so you said there were a couple, like, tunnels and stuff, and then there's
Yes.
the stairs going up.
There appears to be 5 tunnels, which sort of are stretching off one to each of your sides from where you come up the stairs, and then sort of like fanning out in like an arch. So there's one to each side, and then 2 kind of diagonal, and then 1 kind of straight ahead, which that 1 straight ahead is opposite the stairs going up, which is in between the 2 stairs that lead to either side of that like room down there, which you came from.
Is it like a mechanical hum?
No, it's an odd kind of hum. It doesn't sound like something mechanical you've heard before.
Let's get up the stairs. I'm thinking get out of here quickly.
Yes. Hopefully it's not at the top of the stairs.
Hey, but that's where we gotta go anyway, so...
Yes.
Alright. Start heading towards the stairs.
Okay. You will head towards the stairs, and the humming does seem to subside a little bit, as it seems to be something down there.
Okay. What do we see up here?
All right. You'll kind of head up the stairs, and you'll head to what appears to probably be some kind of landing area. There is some more kind of plants on the sides. There's a couple of benches here. You can see that it kind of has this nice lookout kind of over top of like the top of the building where you can see some of the... Because it stretches up for quite a while. You can see sort of like the glass structures at the side, the opening. You see a little bit of movement, but you can't quite tell what it is. There seems to be something down below you in that courtyard area you just were. You can barely see what appears to be like long, maybe docks or something heading out, and you can kind of see 5 of them. You're guessing maybe those are for attached to each of the tunnels. You don't see any sign of any kind of ships or anything on them, but that doesn't mean anything. You're not quite sure. It does seem that like there is a kind of tunnel going back out from this kind of opening here that kind of leads into this almost tower structure you can see kind of behind you. This is like a small observatory at the bottom of a tower building that you can almost guess is put on top of... You can see kind of where the area where the cart thing came in, below you, if you like look out the side. And it's sort of like back that first tunnel you came in through before you got to that area. It's over that tunnel.
Okay.
So you've got this like kind of another kind of skyway tunnel going across.
Okay, I'm gonna look around the walls, see if there's anything like the portal we saw before.
Yeah.
Nope, there isn't really any kind of walls here. You're kind of in the open right now. You're definitely open to the sky technically right now. And
maybe... Okay.
that tunnel seems to like, as it like kind of leads a little bit inside, then it kind of opens up to only having like flooring, and that seems to lead into the base of that tower over there.
Maybe we need to go to the tower.
That's what I'm thinking.
Aw.
Stay... Okay, you said we could see movement down in the courtyard area. Do we still see movement?
Yes.
Can I look to see if I get a better look at it?
You don't have a very good angle from here.
Okay.
It's like you went up like 100-foot stairs, so
Got it.
you don't have a great angle anymore.
Right. I'm gonna take point on walking to the tower.
Okay.
Okay. You take point.
I'm gonna just keep an eye out for any traps or anything, just in case.
Yep. There's some like nice railings as it kind of like leads over, which it looks like if you fell, you'd probably land on the roof of the room where the cart came in, which isn't very supportive anyway. So you probably break through it and fall all the way down into there.
Awesome.
That seems unpleasant. Yep. It will kind of stretch out for a little while and then move into the base of this tower.
Okay.
This tower seems to have, like, on the this, like, bottom floor kind of is spread out with a kind of central staircase and a number of, like, shelves fanning out from around it. There seems to be, like, a number of boxes around these shelves, as if people had been maybe either putting things or taking things out. The shelves seem empty. And, as you said, there's, like, a central spiral staircase of metal which seems to lead up in the center of this tower.
I guess go up.
Okay.
I would like to make note, just to point out, last time we went up a central tower like this of stairs, it turned into a slide, so keep one hand on the railing.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to also, keep perceiving up the stairs.
Okay. It seems to go up, like, a number, like, maybe 4 or 5, you can guess, floors, with, some of them you can see kind of furniture and stuff. Others, there's, like, not much around in them. They seem almost empty. And you'll get to sort of a top floor area where you can see there's a number of, like, desks and chairs set up. And now there seems to be a stone staircase that spirals around the outside leading upstairs from here.
Okay.
Do we see anything, like, are they just desks with chairs, or is there anything on them?
You can occasionally see what looks like maybe ink pens, some, like, wrecked, like, faded papers, you can maybe find, like, a dried vial of ink or something, but nothing.
Okay, but there's no, like, books or anything that would be of any interest.
No books. It seems like this seems very open to a degree to the weather and stuff. There are, like, there's, like, open windows along the tower too, so, you do find refuse of birds here and there too.
Got it. Okay. So it's all pretty trashed.
Yeah, you found them occasionally on other floors too.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
Taking you up, I guess.
Okay, so you're gonna go move up the stone stairs. The stone stairs will kind of spiral up one more floor to what could be described as the top floor, the top of the tower itself. There is kind of at the back this big stone wall that seems to be stretching up from there with this kind of elaborate design. It looks a lot like what you saw before, except twice as big. The other thing that's here is what appears to be a gigantic nest with a creature now staring at you out from it.
And back down the stairs. No.
It seems to have like this almost like large, almost feline-like body, except it's also kind of this like man-like face filled with fangs and little kind of wings on its back.
Knowledge something?
Arcana? Maybe? No, let's say...
That's nature?
Nature, we'll say.
Dang it.
Oh, I actually rolled decent. Still probably won't know, but...
It's a manticore.
That's what I was
Oh, crap.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if there was, like, still manticores in space.
Yeah.
Spacecore.
It does seem to have some unusual coloration to it that you've never seen, that you never would have thought to seen before.
But it's just kind of watching us at the moment.
Well, it seems to have been sitting around in its nest, and you just came up and disturbed it, so it's kind of like, it seems surprised. As much as you're surprised that it's there.
What do you know about it?
Okay, immediately just kind of see if I can message it. And just say, we mean you no harm. And, like, I'll like, immediately kind of, like, put my bow, like, back, like, hands up, kind of, like, nudge them, too.
I'm going to just point mine down, but I'm not putting it away.
It seems to kind of get on edge too, just like you do. And the voice that will respond will be harm.
No. Friends.
It's just kind of like almost stare at you.
Out of
As
game,
if
we
it's
are
sizing
friends,
you up.
not food.
Friends, not food.
These are friends, not food.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll just kind of like say like in like the most calm feeling, I guess it would be because it's telepathic. You know, just like friends. You know, like trying to like just peacefully say like, you know, like just please don't eat me.
You look delectable. As it kind of like stands up and kind of almost arches itself a little bit. Kind of like almost like staring over at you.
We're not. We're looking for a gate.
You just get responsive.
Crap. All right, so I'm gonna kind of like look to Kellen and say, it's got some sense of understanding. It thinks we look tasty.
I'm not tasty.
I tried saying that, and I got a response of,
Is there a door anywhere, like, ahead?
As I said, there's the wall with markings just like the gate you saw before. Behind it, basically. It seems to have made its nest right in front of it.
Of course. Okay, how big is a manticore?
They are large.
Okay,
So its nest
big.
takes up most of this top floor here, you know?
And we haven't seen much other food, so...
No. Other than birds.
Yeah, the tiny tree moose.
Well,
Yes.
again, whatever was moving downstairs was quite large, I will say.
Oh, it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There's food downstairs.
Yeah, so I'll message back to it. What's down below?
My normal meal. But you're... You'd be special.
Oh, I'm torn, guys. I'm torn. I kind of want to try to tell it that we'd be, like, poisonous.
Bluff.
I'm not so good at that, though.
Deception.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Deception, not bluff.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I mean, yeah, I think
Well-
that's the best I got, though, unless you got me. Like, Kellen, got any ideas? Got any ideas? It thinks we look tasty. Thinks we get tasty.
It's going to be either fight it or convince it not to eat us.
Or,
It's in front of where we need to go.
question, how big is the gate?
The last one was maybe about, like, 7-foot diameter. This is about maybe 14-foot diameter.
So could it fit through the gate, in theory?
Theoretically, it could fit through the gate if it was open.
And it also will take time for me to figure out how to open it.
Yes, but what I'm thinking is there's other food on that other planet. They said there's fishing. She said there's fishing. We know there's stuff there.
Yes.
It could be a whole new menu for it that isn't us.
You can try that.
I'll try that. That seems like a great plan. Okay, so I will motion to the wall behind it and say that can take you to another planet with new food sources.
Planet?
Another area. Plentiful food sources.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh. But you are tasty looking. And right here.
But
And
there's
what
only
I-
3 of us.
But 3 right now. And much tastier than my normal food. I'm sure.
Not really.
But you look so delectable. Okay, I'm sorry. Delectable is not the word I would use. So, delicious
Tasty.
looking. Yeah, taste. You look so tasty.
Scrumptious.
Looking. Scrumptious looking.
But other area, more later. Lots more.
Prove you can take me to another area.
Okay, I'm gonna again just very calmly and peacefully looking and motion to the gate behind it and say we have to open a gate.
It does not seem to understand what you're talking about.
I'm gonna start. Okay, I'm gonna motion point to Kellen and Oleg and tell them to you guys stay here for a second, and I'm gonna slowly walk around and point to the arch. Just maybe a halfway around, so that I'm not too far away, from Oleg and Kellen, but also not up right behind it. And just kind of motion and say, this becomes a door, and do kind of trying to almost pantomime it so that it's maybe can understand.
Okay, it seems to follow you.
I don't know if they would get the concept of magic, but I'll say a magic door.
Not whatsoever.
Okay. I'm I don't know if magic's gonna mean anything.
Magic school bus.
You had a pretty good check to understand it. You know manticores aren't particular bright.
Okay. And I have no
I mean, they're smart. They're smarter than an
cantrips.
ogre, but they're not very bright still.
Okay. I will slowly still walk back over to Oleg, and I'm actually gonna bend down and pick up just is there a piece of a stick or something right in front of me?
Yeah.
Pick it up and go and hold it up to show it's a plain stick and go magic, and then tell Oleg to cast light on it, and then hold it up, magic, and doing
It'll kind of get this kind of sneer on its face, kind of unpleasant look when you do that, and do what you're going to do quickly.
Okay, Kellen. And this is me actually speaking again to Kellen. Kellen, it said, go, do it quickly. I think I've maybe kind of convinced it that it can go through the gate and eat food over there. Let's go.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the gems out of my my stuff and walk over to the gate
Okay.
and hold them up. I don't know what exactly to do with them is the problem.
You just kind of hold them up and nothing is happening.
Oh, gosh.
I'll touch the wall
Uh-huh.
to where it would be.
Uh-huh. No.
Are there any slots to put the gems in?
You don't see any.
I'm gonna take you a perception
Okay.
if I see anything here.
Okay. You'll kind of take a look around, kind of moving some stuff around, below it, where there's some, refuse from the nest kind of over here. You'll find what appears to be something on the floor that looks like maybe you can open it up.
I will do so.
Okay. There seems to be some kind of actually incantation here, and maybe these are slots for the gems, but it looks sort of different than what you saw before.
Different how so?
They don't seem like they'd fit very well, but they could fit, maybe?
They could be forced?
Not forced, but, like, awkwardly fit.
Okay. I'll grab...
Can you read the incantation?
I don't know, can
Out
I?
of game, can you read magic?
No, I cannot. Not without any kind of...
Are they in Draconic?
It will... You think you can interpret it? For those of you that spellcast, I'll say you think you could interpret it?
Okay.
You can make me an Arcana check to try to use it.
Okay.
Yes. So the whole time, I'm gonna be kind of like doing the, like, I'm still keeping my hands, like, where
You're
the
like,
thing can see it.
Yeah. You like,
and
you
I'm,
like
doing
kind of
things
fit the gems in, and then you like say something really terribly, and nothing seems to happen.
I'm like, no, Kellen, it's like this.
Whispers more practice.
Yes, Whispers like, blah, 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 and, there seems to be some kind of, like, weird pulse from where you put the gems in for a second, as I kind of go, and they kind of fade black, and then, like, there's almost, like, what you could almost call it is, like, it looks as if the inside of the circle just starts to move downwards.
Like a door, almost?
Yes. Like, it sort of, like, begins to lower. You can see the manticore's kind of peaking interest in what's going on as it kind of goes down and down and down, and then it stops about 2/3 of the way down.
Of course it does. Like it ran out of magic power, maybe?
Perhaps. It kind of, like, it looks like it's trying to go, but it seems like there's something wrong.
Try casting something on one of the gems.
I was like, can I touch one of the gems and cast, like, a vicious mockery on it?
Sure.
Okay. So I'll do that, 'cause it's just a cantrip.
Roll me a d20.
Oops.
Thank you very much. Just roll me a straight d20.
20.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay. Alright. You kind of cast the spell. There's kind of like blink and a spark, and you kind of, your hand gets burned a little bit because something weird happens. As it kind of like begins to almost like fluctuate a little bit and move down a little bit more. The manticore, kind of surprised by the shock, kind of like stretches back its wings, and then kind of like looking almost over you, almost curious as what this is.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Like a cat.
Leaps forward above you and through whatever is above there.
So it just went through the portal.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Bye-bye.
As the thing kind of like begins to sort of slow down a little bit, like maybe 3 feet up, as you can now see on the other side, appears to be a beach in a vast ocean.
Maybe we can crawl through.
Yeah, I mean, I can hoist you over, probably.
As now it stops again.
I think we should just hop through as quick as
beginning to
possible.
move back up.
Yep, go.
Push me through.
So yeah, I would do the little hand down and pop Kellen and Olag over,
Yeah.
and then climb over myself before
Okay.
it goes back up.
Okay, as it will kind of quickly move back up with a kind of clunk, and now you'll see there's like a wall kind of on this kind of stone pedestal with like kind of a little stairs leading down to it, with a little bit of like green and some like tropical trees. It is incredibly hot here. As it was kind of chilled there, you feel just overwhelming heat here, you know.
Nice.
And you can just hear the kind of gentle ocean as you see flying off in the distance as a manticore.
Sweet.
Which is more than likely not native to this place and may disrupt the ecosystem because you introduced manticores.
You know what? I don't even care because
It
I've already
did
released
eat
a
us.
crazy plant thing.
And it may or
just-
may not be like a new mama manticore sometime soon and have children and like spread its wings like a plague.
Sweet.
Where's the father manticore?
It may have already been with the father manticore.
It may have eaten the father manticore.
Yes,
So
so Florida then. Actually, think Caribbean. It's farther south.
Ooh. Steel
So less
drums.
gators.
Yes, less gators, more you're on some kind of island in the middle of the ocean.
More
Awesome.
steel
As
drums.
far as you can tell. But why don't we end here a little early, because then we can hopefully get Olag to respond to Tropical Ocean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. As now you've gone through the gate and you are on another world.
Awesome.
As far as you
A
know.
whole new world.
And you didn't have to deal with the fact there was a group of giant wasps back there.
Is that what was in the bushes moving around?
No, that was the buzzing noise you heard.
Oh, that was the humming.
That's
Yes.
its normal meal.
Yes. Which aren't very tasty. That's why you were very delectable. Except it doesn't know the
Yeah.
word delectable.
And it
Yeah.
doesn't. Well, also I would assume they're kind of they kind of sting when you try to eat them.
Yeah. Man-sized wasps were not going to be pleasant.
No, they're bigger than me.
They are. You would have
Maybe I
been
could, but I might have been able to tame one and have
and
her
ride it. That would have been
Yeah.
awesome.
Riding wasp.
Riding wasps. Anyway. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for today for Treasure of the Lost Legion. Thank you for being here. We'll, keep you informed about scheduling next week. Hopefully we'll continue to have, at least try to stabilize schedule at some point soon. We're trying our best here. Things are getting more stabilized on my end, so that means more, I can sort of begin to get a regular schedule and things going, so personally. So thank you for patience with me, and having to help look after my grandmother and having to go visit her pretty much every week lately,
Right. At
Uh,
least she's doing better.
Yes, and we're very nice because we can make meals for most of the week for her when we go there. That she can put a few in the freezer and have the rest then, that she could bring them out. So it helps her a lot. But, anybody want to, we'll start. Whisper, anything you want to kind of promote again?
Just the normal. The Rules is Written podcast, we have been releasing stuff. So we've released the introduction to the new world, and I believe 2 character introductions.
Awesome.
So we got more stuff coming out, and that's pretty much what it's at. Rules is Written on Twitter and
Cool.
on Podbean and iTunes.
Cool. Awesome. I probably should have the light on. It looks very dark around me.
Yeah, it got really dark all of a sudden on your screen.
It's like it's gotten night more and it's been cloudy out a little bit, so it just got a lot. It was okay a little earlier, but now it's like time has passed and I'm getting into the darkness.
Now you're just a face.
Yes, I'm just
The
like
darkness.
the darkness face. I'm the darkness. Whoosh. Okay. All
I
right.
shoot
So,
magic missile at the darkness.
Joe. I guess just the normal.
Same stuff. See you guys again next Saturday for more discussing tabletop, and again next Sunday for more Treasures of the Lost Legion.
Okay.
Yes, I said it right this time.
You did. You said it right this time. All right, so I'm going to grab a quick bite. If people do want to hang around, I've got a couple of people that we're talking about at 8 o'clock, which was originally our end time anyway. Getting a little Players Unknown Battlegrounds multiplayer together for an hour or two. So, it sounds like they want to do that this week rather than Jackbox, because we don't have everybody, and Frank's not around. And Ollie, who's normally the one to lead Jackbox, totally has Players Unknown now and wants to try it out with me and some of the other folks. So if you guys want to come back around 8, you can, of course, join us for that. I may do some more streaming later for my normal game time, or I might just make that my thing. But I'm going to grab a quick bite, go to the bathroom, grab some water, and so be back around 8 then. For
8 p.m. Eastern, to specify.
Yes.
Basically 11 minutes from now.
Yes.
Be back in a little bit, basically. As soon as I set up everything, and that. So,
Yeah.
Again, grab a quick bite and stuff like that. So, I hope everybody had a great time. We'll see you here next week. As usual, if you if you missed all of this, you can go check out the VOD on my channel a little later this week. It'll be up there on youtube.com/ the Dracovin Empire. Of course, it's always up here on the videos, too, if you want to check that out. Anything else to promote? Normal streams throughout the week, discussing tabletop, treasure next week. And of course, I always do have to at least mention it. I do have a Patreon to support me. If you guys really feel and love me so much, I will always take extra love. But just, you being here is more than enough for me normally. So, but extra
We love
love,
you a long time.
But extra love, I won't stop. I won't. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, all right, everybody. Have a good one. I hope you have a great evening. And if you want to continue joining here, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. So,
Yay.
good night.
Bye.